above. What a bike! Okay, the 890, what a bike. So we've had it 2 weeks, we're getting them bikes running, all the suspensions set up, got the tyres on, just how we like them for the school, taking the racks off as we've said before, but really, you never thought that the 790 could get any better, and it just has. It is an incredible piece of equipment. Just the heavier clutch, the way it delivers the power off the bottom, it's so user friendly early on in the power band, it's just stunning. 790 was good, there's no doubt about that, but this thing is another step. How they've done it, credit due to them. So let's just talk a little bit about the electronics on the bike, particularly the ABS, because actually it's just cheating, plain and simple. It's that good that when it does pulse into the lever, you can barely feel it, and it's so fast that you don't get chance to react to it. It's automatically done it for you. Wet grass, downhills, absolutely brilliant. Just staying with electronics, just with the traction control. Normally on the schools we set them on off-road mode throttle and traction control on 5. This bike's a little bit sharper than the 790, so we've been using them on 6. When it's getting really wet, you can feel it cutting in. So from a beginner's point of view, when it starts to get a little bit tricky, traction control is an absolute godsend. Another thing where the 890 scores over the 790, you can just tell it's faster. Where we test over on the dark side, normally the 790 tops out at about 78, 79 miles an hour a couple of times. This straight out the box was 92 miles an hour this morning, and we've done nothing to it. It's in exactly the same place. It just shows the raw power of the bike. So as for the clutch, cable clutch. We've had cable clutches since I don't know how long. There's nothing wrong with the cable clutch. In fact, I actually prefer it to the hydraulic clutch. I think there's more feel and it feels better connected to the bike. The hydraulic clutch always feels a little bit disconnected in my opinion, and most of the guys tend to agree with that as well. Okay, ABS in off-road mode is absolutely superb. You can still lock the back, skid turns and tight turns, no problem at all. But the front has got so much feel, you can never lock it up. And a lot of people rubbish them to start with, and I must admit I was the same. I would switch it off, I don't need it. But it's that good, it just helps you when the going gets tough. The new TFT screen is very clear. It's pretty much the same as it was last time. My only gripe for me, because I'm old, is that the traction control numbers are smaller than they were last year. So now I'm having to have a double take to see what it's on. But other than that, it's ace. Quite a lot of things we pick up from customers that come here. Everybody's moaning about the petrol tanks being low down, and they're going to get damaged, and they're going to do this and they're going to do that. No, they're not. We've stuck them down the road at some reasonable speeds and we've never damaged one. Yes, they get scarred, they're not going to break, but they're solid things and we love them. We know we've said this before, but the stickers are now moulded within the skin of the bike, which for us is an absolute godsend. We wash the bikes off 4 times every weekend, and so far we haven't had any problems whatsoever. Just love them. Okay, another great touch on this is the rear brake pedal. I like that. You can just take it off, turn it over, it's higher, lower, it suits you whether you're riding standing or sitting. Other thing is here we've got 5 low seats, because people are always, I want to touch the floor with my both feet down, blah blah blah. So if you do want to, no problem. It takes 1 minute to change the seat. Okay, so we've had 3 great days of testing on this bike, and it is a weapon. So if you're thinking about buying one and you just want to try it first, no problem at all. We'll come and help you out, set the bike up so you know what you're doing if you do buy one. And if you've bought one and don't want to stick it down the road and you want to come and learn, just the place. The weather's always like this. I lied. We'll be happy to see you. Don't forget, this year, look out for our YouTube channel. So we've got lots of different stuff that we're going to show in that. We've been doing the skills area for days. It's just great fun. We can do some more bits and pieces tomorrow. We're not going to do any tips because there's only one way to learn, and that's when you come here to learn the proper way. So we're going to do that with you. Look forward to seeing you soon. So that concludes 3 days of testing at Sweet Lamb. We've had some great fun. It's a terrible job, but somebody's got to do it. So we're going to do what we do best. We're just going to go and ride. Whoa, 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 whoa!